About Ksolo.
Okay. For me, I'll just do a general conversation talk on this, and what I want to say is this. Um, Mobas matter is actually a terrible one that I don't always want to remember, and the scenes that went through the videos, the bully, you know, when we started this case, when I was I was already 100 part of it, and how, it went down, how a lot of us were threatened, why how things went down, I really don't want to talk about it too much. I just have few things to say in it, and first is, in anything you find yourself doing in this country or in Nigeria, please make sure that they don't kill you. Make sure that they don't end your life. Just try as much as possible that um, you do what is right, and they don't make sure they don't end you, because if they end you, now you go. People wait they go still live. I wish all we all watch in movies are reality. Like it happens, like like the dead can wake up and fight, and tempt and taunt the person who is behind the dead, and do a lot of stuff. But it's far from that. I'm not saying that happen at all. I'm just saying like the opposite of it. The people who are actually sent are being humiliated every day. The people who actually did the wonders are moving around like nothing is happening. You know, and few people too that actually knew the truth at the point. They lost their sense of reasoning at a particular time, and they begin to go even against the person that is being accused. You know, a lot just turned around in the matter. But like I said, in the middle of all this, always remember that in Yoruba they say "Ọmọ tí ò ní ìyá ò kí ń dégbò ẹ̀yìn." Realize that when all ships are down, it is you alone. We live in a fast life whereby the internet will let you feel like you're untouchable. The internet will make you feel like nothing can happen. But when it happens, you'll be the one who will face the squad yourself. And that's the world we live in now. And like I said, don't let anybody hand you, regardless of where you find yourself. Don't let anybody. And there's a proverb again in Yoruba that says that "Inú kòkò dúdú lẹ̀kọ̀kọ̀ funfun ti jáde wá." And what that simply means is, from the black pot, there comments the white pap.
Pap.
You know, you not everybody will love Mobad's dad. Not everybody would love Mobad's mom. And they've had issues over the years. And if Mobad didn't buy, maybe the issue would have still lingered up to this moment. They have had issues that have been irreconcilable, and that it has lingered for a long time, and that actually affected the life of that boy too, and made them not come together, even in the midst of his death. But like I said, people should grow out of family, grow out of a lot of stuffs. Know that as far as Nigeria is concerned, you're on your own. You are on your own. No matter what happens to you, you are on your own. The government will promise you heaven and earth. Just know that you are on your own.
Oh,
Make
YOLO.
sure that
Wow. About
make sure you
Ksolo.
make sure you stand and you fix your life. Nobody's gonna fight for you. Nobody's gonna do anything for you.
Ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́gbọ́n
I
yẹn
don't want I,
ìjọ̀mọ́.
I don't want to bring Portable into this matter, but you see what happened to Portable just yesterday. He's on his own. Those 2,000, 3,000 comments that is always under his comment section, where are they? They can't do anything. If he comes back today now and say, okay, you guys, I have over 11 million followers. Can you contribute on 1,000 naira and let's pay off this debt? How many would? But those are people that ignite him every day. These are people that makes him feel like, oh, you can go. A lot of things are bad in this country, and most cases it's just like a pinch of what is actually bad in the country. A lot is so bad. And like I said in a meeting I was involved that has to do with the government. You know, I said it to the governor on that day. I said, instead of looking more into this infrastructure, demolition, and all this you're doing, don't forget to build homes. And when I said homes, HOME, I said because in the next months or years, you'll be seeing a lot of junkies, a lot of drug addicts. You see them on the street of Lagos, like you need somewhere to
Substance.
put
Let's use
them.
the word substance.
Yes, you find where you put them now because it's it's a major problem now. So there's a lot of things going down. For example, let me still deviate a bit. There's a young guy called DJ Chicken, and you see him every time on live saying, "Me ogbon, ah, me ogbon, ah," and you see thousands of comments hailing him. I'm like, hey, the internet in Nigeria is bad, though. Wicked people,
They
you
like
know,
toxicity.
wicked people. Because in the real sense of it, you guys know that this guy is high on something, and he's not talking from his normal sense, you know. But they keep, you know, keep doing this to him. And the worst part is you find a lot of companies, a lot of brands, they want to put him on their bills because you know that he can once he start that about you see thousands of follow comments, you know, jumping on it. They want to sell their brand regardless of how his life ends.
That's true.
So
Hmm.
Mo is just a pinch of a lot of stuff that is down in Nigeria. And for me, I'll tell you for real that the government cannot fix this. We are the one to fix it ourselves. So when I saw a senator came that brought push up that bill saying that these people that do substance should be sent to life imprisonment or death, but whatever you get. And I see people fighting that senator, saying that, what about the people who steal money? What about people that do this? I can tell you for free that the government has destroyed lives. But I can also tell you that those people who bring this substance in, I've turned as I've ended lives. Because you see somebody's consignment that is coming on the IEC is still going to fall in this Lagos state. You still see the youth will still take that stuff. And the more they take it, thousands of lives end every hour.
Hmm.
The difference is that you can do it. Maybe take a walk, do an investigative journalism on that day. Take a walk, go to Loot, go to Ikeja General Hospital, Bagada General Hospital. Go and check the numbers of junkies you find there because they are
Hmm.
taking eyes, taking all these names of different part of it. And if you
Hmm.
ask them, they say they're just getting high about. So if we are talking about Mo and the family issues, this family problem in most families is happening in many families in Nigeria. It's because it's never led to buy, and it was not. It didn't happen to because they don't have celebrities and all that. You know, because Mo is a celebrity, so that's why it became big. This happens every day, but there are some other matters that is daring and finishing in Nigeria that we should look at. Look at a
Hmm.
young girl today that I had an issue with her mom. My car broke down somewhere, and I saw the young girl come out, and the mother was saying, "Rank Obo, buy something when you're coming." I look at that girl. If my eyes don't dey pain me, if I can factor, I can tell you she's in between 15 and 16. And I asked the mom, Ishe Wolonshe, what job does she do? Does she do? The woman could not tell. In my head, I just dropped myself back and I knew that something was wrong, you know. At the long, she was looking the type of way. And I accused her, like, man, where's she working? I asking her to bring something back. Some few people around
Hmm.
me says that she does not have a job and she just finished primary school or thereabout. And you are telling her when she's coming, she should bring something back. And bringing something back, what does that mean? The mother is putting her on the hustle to go and hustle and bring money back. Now,
Hmm.
I got to a point that I could not hold. I had to ask the mom, when you were at her age, were you put through this? This girl is supposed to be in the house. And when I check her age, I am older than the mother. What is wrong with you? Why can't you walk? Why can you be putting a kid like that to that? So in the middle of it, this is the reason why you find young people, not even the man, the girls too, put in a family way at a very tender age.
Hmm.
Who told you you cannot work and make money as a girl? Who told you you cannot go to school and still be who you want to be? Who's letting you, why you allowing the media, this social media actually push you overboard? These are major matters that we don't want to talk about, but they are going to be a major issue soonest again. We'll come back here and talk about it someday. A single person can't fix this problem. It's the reason why we need to keep this campaign running. And it's the reason why we need to keep talking about it so that people can help themselves. If you're a fine girl and you're making money, please, it's not a bad idea to let people know how you make that money. Don't let them
God bless
feel that
you.
the money just land and you're buying the Gucci's and all that. Let them know how you make this money. If you're a guy too, if whatever you're doing, you're making money, please let them know. So people just don't look at you and feel like, you know, that difference. It took a long time for people to believe that, okay, some of us do not do Yahoo, that we actually made legit money.
Yes, now.
So why don't you let people know how you make this money? I don't live above my iron Smith. Before the internet, that the phrase was before I bought my first house, before the internet. Which means I made my first money from Alaba. My first 18 million from Timaya's first album. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of this is what we should keep hammering, because the freeze. There was a birthday party I was invited for by a friend DJ. At 12:31 a.m. If you see these young girls, they're not go past 17, 18. All of them, that the freeze constantly pulls as if flew everywhere. Tiny girls.
Could there.
See their tongue like this. You see green substance. Okay, good. This man got me. Ksolo for Ogba. Now 2.2 they drive back then. Yes, I was driving a 2.2 Camry. So I had a process. You know, see all their tongues. That if I could not stay there, because in my head I was afraid that if anything bust for this place, they go just pack me join, you know, before we go they identify ourselves for police station for the next day. Where are the parents of these kids? Our friends, they jump go. So when the particular government too, a governor came out and said that if any cultist is being caught and you're going to spend 30 years in jail, that they're going to share, they will divide that 30 by 2 and share some to the father and some to the mother. They weren't making mistakes, because people, we tend to forget that school is just to teach us how to speak English, how to understand that 1 + 1 is 2. It does not teach you your basic characters. Your basic character starts from the home. When it gets to a point, then the family your father can walk up to this police station and say that this one don't pass my level, I no fit train them again. That's why you have remands, where they keep a lot of boys that have become society hooligans. They keep them there and train them. You know, so if you know you have one, push them out. That have you forgotten the time that Yahoo first started in Nigeria?
Yes.
It's mothers that go to the bank to do pickers for the boys. It's mothers. Now, if the home cannot do it, now this is where the churches have a lot to play. This is where the mosques have lots to play. It's not all the time coming for healing, coming for miracles. And the people that have more money, they sit down in the front. That if it's a particular time I stopped going to church. You know why? Because there was a particular seat that was given to my family in front. A particular seat. So if you don't dress well, it now became a problem at the particular time that my wife will always need to call a designer. Alpha, they will fight on Friday that the clothes must arrive on Saturday. What's the pressure for? When the church too can also preach this, when the church too can talk more about
The
this,
church is
because
also telling you to go and bring money, just like the child's mother is saying,
that's what I'm saying.
The pastor too is saying, where is your tithe?
The church to play this role instead of talking about money every day. You see a young boy will come to the front of the altar while the pastor is preaching. Well done, right on, pastor, and just drops a buck of money on the altar. Bam! The pastor will come back. Come here. Usher stand behind him. We'll blow breeze into him, but that one go fall. See me after the service. Is that what we want to continue with? So Mo zone is just a pinch icing on the cake. A lot is going down, and we need to help ourselves generally. And I can understand that the society is bad, and a lot of celebrities need to do a lot to themselves. Also need to help. Not be until when you reach your peaking. That freeze. Another one happened recently. A celebrity, I don't want to mention his name. A lot of people don't know I'm actually into IT. You know, I do a lot of verifications for a lot of people. I was verifying this guy's page, and I logged into his page. I just saw him some couple of hours before that time. I logged in on his account. It's wrong for me to check through his messages though, but the message came in at the moment I logged in. It was still there, as in sharing wrong communications with a child that actually said to herself that she's 16 years old, and you are chatting with that minor on Instagram, telling the minor that if you catch her, this is how you are going to do, this is the style you will do, and you are a grown up celebrity in Nigeria. I was disgusted. I just had to do the job I had to do and log out. So what do you have to say to such man? And I look at him like, and that particular celebrity, I know that he never married and doesn't even have a child. I asked him, when you have a child and have a female child, what happens? All this that I'm saying is just for us not to overboard ourselves in the morals matter, because between me and you, the government have done their own. And don't expect anything more than this. There's a lot of problems in the country that is taking the times, that is stressing the government. You understand? This one is just a pinch of it. They are just being part of it. So they have given you the height of what they can do on MohBad. The remaining part we should probably look out for now is when the family will pick a date to lay that boy to rest, so that everybody can move on. That is the level that it is. So I'm just saying this for us to know that there are more fires on the mountain than this as well. That's how far the
Brother
government
mi,
can go.
ti kuku well you. Gbogbo ede well lóòótọ́ dẹ̀ ni, gbogbo ede àbí kànga well well.
I would want to ask, what lesson would you say you've learned from this MohBad's case?
I said it when I started. Make sure that nobody ends your life. That is just the phrase. If I break it into pieces, I'll break into like 18 different parts. But let me break one. Let me break into like two. When I mean they don't let me take your life is one. Don't shut your mouth.
Well, he didn't shut his mouth. He kept on crying out. He kept on crying out.
It was when he got to this point. It was when he got to this point, we knew. It was when he got to this point, we knew. Those videos you saw were videos that a lot of friends and people have kept. Like the video of when Sam Larry came to meet him at the video shoot with Zlatan. Wasn't like the day before he died or the three days before then. You know, it was videos they already kept, but they didn't release it until when he went. Before I saw those videos, you get what I'm saying? So, like I always say, another part I will say is this: there's more that makes a man than your third leg. If you are smart enough to understand what that means that you will not let anybody end you. In Yoruba, wajide foro ara e. When you realize that even the wife that you have or the parents that you have can turn their back against you in just a second, you realize that you are the only one you've got. Then you will stand for yourself. If na anywhere you go put your head or you go put your leg, you go put them. Don't let anybody end you.
So, in other words, beware of your circle.
I swear down. Don't let anybody end you. Anybody can turn around and become an enemy in 2 seconds, especially when you're growing, especially when the star is about to rise. When Dr. Freeze was in radio for how many years? He could count the few enemies he had because he was broke. You see, but he made the rev radio. He will wish he left earlier before he left now. The kind of turnaround and the beauty that God has brought into his life You can tell now that some people were his friend before are no more his friend. Some are just new friends. Some are just trying to attach. There's a lot that glory bring around you. But in the middle of that, once you sense that God is going to turn to you, once you sense that you are going to have a bright future, stand up and run. Start running. Start running. Start running. Is that
Anyway,
someone said, give us an example of what you could have done. I've been inside this industry for over 28 years. You know, I've seen the bad, good, and ugly part of this industry. You know, people say people do juju. If you believe it, no believe. If you believe it. You understand? But I will tell you, don't stand on just 1 foot. Make sure you are standing with your 2 feet. You don't understand what I'm saying? Stand where. If you want to know more, you come to my DM. I'll tell you what you need to know. My sister, have I answered your question?
Yes. So the thing weak me. I know go
It be
lie.
like
anyway,
it be like
guys.
person we get husband today. We decide to marry today. At that moment, you know that your status has changed. Then you stand with your 2 feet, because you know what? Some people don't want to make you even date that husband house. And if you manage one day, when you bond up, when you get belly, some of them don't want to make you even bond that picking. When you don't bond that picking, they don't want to make that picking still grow. It's a war field. You must be ready. Only if you have no life around you. If nothing's
Anyway,
going to happen around you.
Ksolo, Oshegon, brother me.
Baba.
I don't want to talk this MohBad matter too much because the matter they turn my belly.
That's why I
Thank
said
you
we
so
should.
much. I'm running 2 a.m. when I come to gist other things.
No,
God bless you, brother.
I deal with you, brother.
God
I deal
bless
with
you.
you 100. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Take care. Bye-bye.